welcome to What's on the Shelf. I'm your host, Jen, and today is Monday. I don't know about you, but it's been a long day. It's technically my Tuesday in my schedule, so I'm already ahead of some people. And I hope everyone is having a good Monday, or if it's not your Monday and it's your weekend, happy weekend. So Manga Mondays is when we talk about manga and see where we go from there. So I've got a pile of stuff I read last week, and I've got a pile of stuff here of stuff I read or are planning to read. So let's just, hello Tommy, let's just head right on to it and see what we've got. So we'll start off with the stuff, hi Beach, I'll start off with the stuff that I read from last week. Let me go, this I still have to read for the following week because I didn't get to finish it. Let's see, so I finished Carole and Tuesday. Oh, what a sweet story. So in volume 2 of Carole and Tuesday, essentially you get a little bit more feel of the competition that's going on. They're both in a band together. They seem to be going out. They don't really confirm it or deny it, but they are a couple. So it is a Yuri. But it's not the emphasis of the storyline. Like, it's these two women who want to create music, that want to go out there and do that kind of thing. So we get to see more of the competitors in this version, in this volume. And unfortunately, the series ends in volume 3 of Carole and Tuesday. It is so well done at the end. Essentially, they have a huge competition and they have to make a decision. I won't go into more details than that. No spoilers. But it does end at volume 3. I hope that the writer and the author will do like a second season, but I'm really not sure if they will or not, because they kind of like concluded it in such a way that they could come back to it or they couldn't. It really depends. Next, I continued reading Vampire Dormitory, volume 3. Essentially recap what happened so far. This lovely person here is essentially a vampire's thrall. Their blood tastes horrible because they haven't been loved or taken care of in their life. They were an orphan and then passed around through family. They didn't have a really good life up until they are now in this like dormitory school type situation. Drama ensues, things get figured out. It's very cute. We also have a big reveal happen in this book, so I can't wait to see what happens in volume 4. It did come out. It's on the way to me now. I will say that I need to check and see how many volumes of this there is, but I think there's a lot. So I'm not sure if I'll be continuing the series, but I'm hoping to, because it's definitely something that's caught my eye. Next, we have Akuma Volume 2. A small recap on this story. Essentially, Akuma is a demon who was summoned by a little girl who just wants to have a mama. And essentially, the child's mom passed away during childbirth, and essentially she's never had a mom in her life. So she summoned this demon and made a pact to, so the demon has to take care of her as a mama until she's of age. Usually in these pact situations, the person, when the contract is finished, dies, but we don't know what will happen in this, because clearly there are emotions involved. I told myself I would give book 2 a try. I'm definitely continuing the series. Book 2 really caught me off guard. It was very emotional, very cute, and it just pulls on your heartstring. And there's new characters too in this volume, so you get to see more people, more demons, more different things. There's a huge cliffhanger at the end of this, so I'm definitely waiting for volume 3. Next one, I continued Rosen Blood, which is a small recap of the first book. Main character essentially has this horrible accident, ends up at this manor with these guys, and essentially slowly being crystallized so that they can eat her. It's kind of a vampire monster-esque story. They're not quite vampires, but it's an interesting twist. And in this volume, essentially, you get to see more of the history of one of the characters, and it's definitely made me want to continue the series. And there's some interesting scenarios occurring in the book between two of the characters. Like, from the first book, we already knew the main character had a love interest, but now there's a twist to it. So definitely, if you like a little bit of spicy with your manga, this is definitely up your alley. It is rated, I believe it's teens, older teens. Next, I'm currently right at the end of this one because I was reading this just before we started stream. I picked up Cheeky Brat Volume 2. So the cheekiness continues in this one between these two characters. Essentially, she's trying to get him to be more serious about sports and be more reliable to the team. Does she do it? Well, read the book. Like I said, I'm right at the end of the book. There's introduction of new characters. I also found out that this is probably 30 volumes long. So we'll see if it keeps me interested for 30 volumes. Next one that I read is definitely one on my top favorite mangas of this year. The imagery caught me right off the bat. It is super adorable looking. This is I'm a wolf, but my boss is a sheep. So the concept of the storyline is essentially the woman here is the head of her department. They work at like a betting company, essentially. And this is one of her associates, one of her underlings, I guess. But he's a wolf. And it's very rare to see wolves and sheep interact without there being incidences. They are not animals. They have traits of animals, so they're still fully human. It's not like Beastar or anything like that. It's essentially humans have inherited traits from their descendants, so it's kind of like an evolutionary type thing. It's cute, it's funny, has spicy moments, but it's very adorable, and I cannot wait to see what happens in Volume 2. This is definitely my top read for this week. My second top read would be Ima Koi, I'm in Love. So essentially this girl meets this guy. It starts off pretty awkward. Essentially she's on the train heading towards school and a pervert shows up. And the guy saves her. And of course she wants to thank him and try and like get to know him a little bit more. And in the end, they develop a relationship and go from there. And it looks really interesting and super cute. And there's awkward moments, but they're really sweet, innocent, awkward moments. So definitely going to continue reading this series. So one of the books that I didn't get to this week that I was trying to get to is, again, Deep Scar. I will be adding it to my list again for this week. It will be the next one I read. And then I have a lovely pile of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 books. I do not know if I will finish them all in time for the next Manga Monday, but my goal is to get at least halfway through them. Because we do have an extra day off. It's Easter coming up here in Canada. So yay for Easter. I'm going to get to see my niece this coming weekend. She's going to have so many birthday gifts. It's going to be so much fun. So essentially, let me see. Let me get the pile a little bit organized since I grabbed stuff just before stream started because I was so enthralled in my books already. There we go. That should organize it a little bit better. There we go. So, already, Deep Scar is one I want to continue. Next one on my list is I have volumes 1 through 5 of Mint Chocolate. I did already read Mint Chocolate Volume 1, but I'm going to reread it because it's been a while. So when Namikis finally gets a chance to meet her boyfriend's new husband and his son, the last person she expects to see is one of her classmates. Not only is the new stepbrother cool and completely unapproachable, but even worse, he's the crazy hot guy that Namine has had a crush on for months. Only time will tell if Namine's unexpectedly forbidden romance will pay off. So they're not related, they're step siblings. We'll see how it goes. I think I read the first 2 volumes. It was pretty cute. It was adorable, slice of life. I'm not sure how long the series is, but I definitely have up to 5. Next series, this one caught my eye quite a while ago, and I just haven't had time to read it. And I've been waiting forever for like the next book to come out in the series so I could just sit down and read a whole bunch. Is The White Cat's Revenge as plotted from the Dragon King's lap. It's quite a mouthful, but it looks adorable. So, Ray just can't get away from Ashi. Her clingy, obvious childhood friend is beloved by absolutely everyone, making Ryu the target of resentment and jealousy from Ashi's horde of groupies. When Ashi is summoned to another world to be a priestess princess, of course Ryu gets dragged along for the ride and branded as a traitor who must be exiled to the woods. But now Ryu is finally out of Ashin's shadow, she may just find a new world is the perfect place for her to start a new beginning. So essentially, this is a series of character gets pulled out of the real world and put into another. So I have volume 1, 2, and 3 of this one. I'll show off the titles, the covers a bit too, because they're really cute looking. So I have volumes 1 through 3 of that one to look into. Whoops, I put them backwards. Next is another one. So this one is done by the same author as Love Therapy. Love Therapy. It's XXX Secret. So essentially, Soji loves bunnies. He loves them so much he even takes to volunteering at a local pet shop. Store Orno Mito is as sweet and kind as the feisty creature he cares for, and is not long before Soji finds himself wanting to cuddle up with him as much as the bunnies. But Shoji is hiding a dangerous secret, one that makes this dream an unlikely reality. So, it's a very cute cover. It looks adorable. And look at the bunny! So, this is definitely on my list of stuff to read. It does have explicit content. It is mature. So, I will probably not be showing pictures from this one. Next on my list, let me get it. Yeah. Is Beauty and the Beast of Volume 4 came out. If you had missed out previously of what this one's about, essentially it's a new retelling of Beauty and the Beast, but it's a bigger twist. It's not just, the Beast is cursed because of evil stuff. No, it's an entirely huge cast of characters. There's science, there's dark secrets, there's a whole thing about a whole culture of people as well. So it's definitely something to look into. It's done by the same author that did Alice in Murderland and Angel Sanctuary. So if you enjoyed those, you will definitely enjoy these. I enjoyed Angel Sanctuary. Unfortunately, I don't have the series anymore. But this is definitely something I can't wait to finish reading. I have to check and see how many volumes of this is out as well. So next, on my ever-going list of things I will be reading this coming week when I have time, to my knowledge, book 8 of this series is the last one, to my knowledge. So, I will pull out the huge long series. So this is The Witch and the Beast. I have all 8 volumes. This is definitely on my list of things to read. I highly recommend this series. I read the first book and was like, I need the rest of it. To recap the first book, if you are a fan of XXXaholic and Nogimi, this is definitely up your alley, because it will give you everything you need in the storyline. So these 2 people are currently looking for a witch who cursed one of them. Which one? You guess. And essentially it's their adventures and their scheming and so on. So there is 8 volumes to the series. I will be reading all of it. I really can't wait to see what ends up happening with it as well. But yeah, that is my pile of manga for this week. I have been working on the library, so hopefully in the near future I might be able to do some photo shoots in there or give some more like walk rounds of it. I have a lot of paperback and I also have a lot of mangas, so I might start trying to do some kind of things with paperback as well, where I might do a little blogging session of things, little reviews here and there. My time is limited, though the summer is coming up, so my free time is starting to like become more available, but there are a lot of projects coming my way. And also with that, change in hours of my schedule. So in the next week or so, I will be updating the Twitch channel to tell you what the new schedule will be. Manga Mondays will stay the same, 9 o'clock every Monday, unless otherwise advised. There might be a week in June or 2 weeks in June where I might be unavailable to do that, but we'll see. There is also lots of potential travel plans in the futures because COVID restrictions are lifting. But again, we'll have to see what ends up happening. So I might be doing some vlogging. It might not be all live stream, but it will be posted here at some point. I'm still trying to understand how uploads work on Twitch. I'm still fairly new to Twitch. It's only been like maybe 4 months. 4 months since I started actually streaming consistently. So don't forget, we are affiliate now as well. So if you want to subscribe, you can. If not, that's okay. Just sitting and talking and chatting is cool with me as well. I'm not looking, I would love to make this become some kind of a career, but it's not on my high priority right now. So that will be it for Manga Monday. Thank you so much for joining. Stay tuned for updates on what's going on with the channel and other things that we'll be doing. Local events, we'll be posting about them a little bit later. So thanks again so much for joining, and we'll catch you next time at the shelf. Bye all.